it's Donnie Chan.
Get ready for the blind flips, right?
It's possibly Donnie Chan.
Donnie Chan by the things. Yeah, so for everyone just tuning in, this is Gavin Verhey. I'm joined here with Joey Pasco and everyone's favorite, Jerry Thompson. And we're watching round 2 of the Legacy Open. On the left of your screen, we have Luis Scott Vargas, which looks like he's piloting Counterbalance. And actually, we know he's piloting Counterbalance. And on the right side, we've got Danny Chan, who's also piloting Counterbalance. We've got the mirror match here. Here at the Star City Games Open Series in San Jose. It's been a great weekend. Standard ended earlier with Adam Prozac victory with Rugg. Now we're on to the Legacy portion, round 2. Let's see how this goes down. Danny just mulligan, so we'll see what happens. What's the key of this matchup, Jerry?
Other than Counterbalance? We were talking about this last night because Josh wants to side out all of his swords in the mirror match and just be dead to a resolved Tarmogoyf, but you can't really do that. Because in games where no player has Counterbalance, the Tarmogoyf is kind of the king. And if you both have a Goyf and they kill your Goyf, you know, you're drawing pretty slim to theirs.
Yeah.
So step 1 is resolve Counterbalance and be very careful about not letting them resolve theirs. Like after board it gets a lot more interesting. Players are gonna have like Spell Pierce and Red Elemental Blast and a lot of cheap counter spells. So that won't be much of a problem after board, I think. And Corrosive Grip too, which is insane.
Reminds me kind of fairies, like
it's
Counterbalance.
Blossom, yeah, that's
exactly. It just sounded like substitute the word Bitter Blossom for Counterbalance, and it's very similar. But no fairies here, all Counterbalances. There's the Counterbalance. Right. Well, does he have the Force?
Well, definitely looks like he has.
He does.
He's got a Counterbalance of his own.
He ships the Counterbalance.
Yeah, I think he might have 2 then.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yes, he does.
Is that a
Swords of Volcanic Island and another Counterbalance.
And Luis forces back. He's going to let his Counterbalance stick.
And hopefully he brainstormed a 2 on top of his deck.
Oh, man.
Otherwise, this is going to be
a little
bad
rough.
times.
I mean, Luis is the kind of guy who'd plan that far ahead. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
That is how you play this deck. You have to be so... This deck takes a lot of practice knowing how to set up your counterbalances. You have to think so many turns ahead.
I hear LSV's a pretty good player.
He's okay, you know.
There comes a Tarmogoyf, which is, like you said, is the second best card. And we know he's got a way to get rid of it still.
It looks like Luis is sitting on air, though, other than that Goyf.
Oh, and there goes that. Oh, blind flip. Oh, what a
master.
What a beating.
Yeah, like, not only is your spell countered, but I'm going to have a top with the Counterbalance.
Yeah, like I said, prepare for the blind Counterbalance flip. That'll get you every time. Now, you just can't cast any 1s, right? Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That is pretty absurd. Here comes top, and he's going to respond. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, not quite.
I mean, that's not bad, though.
Yeah.
That's another win.
I don't think we're cracking that Scalding Tarn right now. And just pass back. Is that Vidillion?
And,
Brainstorm?
Yeah.
I'll spell the Force Will Brainstorm. Pass it back. He's at the top. And things are going to get ugly now. With that Tarmogoyf gone, with Counterbalance, top, and Jace about to hit the battlefield out of vision. Yep, there's Jace.
We got the
He forces it.
Force with the Brainstorm.
So, probably going to spin this top here.
Thank you.
Here are the deck lists. Which,
Look at this guy. It's Denny Chan.
You printed it out?
Yeah, I know that you can do this. You can do it ahead of time, actually.
Creatures NA.
Just not available.
Not available.
He actually doesn't have any.
It's Denny.
Is he in light tutoring?
Vidalkin Shackles.
Okay. Like Denny, like the restaurant. On his deck
and
list.
predict. 4 predicts to get him.
And so Luis comes up short on this
Right
Force
on.
Will.
Yeah, whatever.
So I guess Chase isn't going to quite get there. Although, no, I guess he could try and Tarn.
If he had a 2-drop and a 3-drop on top, he would probably just let the Force Will go. But since his top cards were just like 2 swords and a land, just not very good cards,
Yeah.
then he's going to try again.
So Luis is playing some Jace Valerians. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I had to fight with him last night about that card, and he had Grim Lavamancer in his deck for a while, too.
Wow. How about that? So Luis is certainly making some innovations there.
So no Jace. No Jace there. We get the...
No Jace, but still counterbalance top.
Yeah.
Quite the... But so his opponent isn't quite your typical counterbalance deck. He's got Vidalkin Shackles, Elspeth as his creatures, no Tarmogoyfs. I don't know if that's because maybe he couldn't find any, or just because he wanted to go a little bit different route. but otherwise it looks pretty similar. Luis also has a nifty one mid deck Fidelian click, which is
Love
kind
the
of
shackles though. Again, it's one of my favorite cards ever.
Oh, and here comes another Jace.
Double Jace.
And he tops to try and find an answer, and that looks like double Elspeth on top.
Yeah, double Planeswalker.
Oh, things are only going to get worse from here.
Oh, it's possible that Denny can get back in this just by next turn cashing in his top and just playing an Elspeth and hoping that gets there.
He has to crack.
He does crack, yeah.
Oh, cracking, but okay, yeah. He definitely needs to get that Elspeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Elspeth is definitely very important.
That's about the only way he's going to win this game.
He can fight off that Jace, and it's unlikely Counterbalance is going to be able to hit it here.
Luis only has one more 4-drop in his deck, I believe. No, he actually only has 2 Mind Sculptors, so that's all.
Because of the Jace Polarins?
Yeah.
Yeah, well there you go.
Yeah, I have 3 big Jace in my deck.
Seeing what options he has, if it's even worth cracking.
Are both players empty-handed, it looks like right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Playing off the top.
They are all in.
Playing off the top, literally.
Playing off the top.
Oh, yeah.
Except for
On LSV's
except for LSV's got Jason since it's the binding top, so not quite.
Well.
Alright, LSV just untaps. Picks up his card.
So LSV's playing off the Sensei's divining top.
Huh.
Sorry, LSV puns. Just gotta.
You know, if he were here, he'd be doing the same.
I know, I figure I have to fill in for him.
Yeah.
What's the blue card he just drew?
I'm not sure. It looked like he drew a sword, so his Jace is going to live for another turn at least.
Are the player mics on? Remember we were talking about that last night? No idea. Or you don't know? Yeah, okay. We're just wondering because we don't want to be talking over. But anyway. Okay. Okay. What were you going to say?
I just saw get someone when he tapped the missions back for our man and tried to kind of the other way, so that's when he went.
Alright. So, yep. So, looks like we've got some Jace. Still pulling the game ahead for Luis. And he has the swords.
He's got to go for the pump there, even though it's pretty obvious that Luis has something when he's brainstorming with Jace instead of just fate sealing to give him a turn.
Right.
And he can brainstorm the next turn if he needs to.
Let's see. So, still not a ton of action for Luis, but he doesn't really need it with the position he has right now. Just needs to find an answer to that Elspeth, really. Cracks in the fetch, trying to find some action. And Tarmogoyf or Medallion Click would both be pretty good here.
Great. Or maybe a Grim Lavamancer. But unfortunately, he got those.
That sounds so spicy.
Yeah. Well, that was part of the thing too. He was like, "Well, it might be worse than Fire Spout, but if we play it and do well, we look like geniuses."
Alright, that's fair. I mean, might as well, I guess.
Yeah, him and Raptor both just looked at each other and started laughing because they like knew it was true and definitely just agreed.
I mean, can't mind if you don't try, I guess.
Yeah.
So Elspeth's gonna make another guy.
LSV with like twice as much land.
That's a predict and a fire spout. I wonder what that's predict is gonna name. Probably after counterbalance flips, I would imagine. Although that doesn't work very well with top.
Speller, get out of here.
Don't need that one.
Nope.
We want to protect our big J's right now. So what answers does Luis have to Elspeth besides just the creature?
He just has to get a creature and that's it.
Does he have repeal or no?
No, he actually has one, I think.
Yeah, one repeal.
We're gonna fire spout away that token for right now.
Get out of here.
Buy another turn, another brainstorm.
Yep, one repeal. So he's got the misers. Other than that, not a lot of good options to deal with that Elspeth. Another token. Does the ultimate matter at all in this matchup? Is that a thing?
Well, it could. If he gets it up to 9 in ultimates and starts making soldiers, then it might be difficult to win.
Although even then, you can still Jace bounce, and you have swords for your main removal spells. Obviously, you don't want to be swordsing like 1/1 soldiers.
Yeah, it depends how ahead he gets.
Yeah.
Because if he gets to a point where he has like 3 indestructible soldiers, it's going to be pretty difficult to get around that, actually.
Yeah. Luis is just trying to dig here. He's been cracking fetch line after fetch line, trying to find an answer. But nothing is coming. Let's see what we have here. Just another force 2 lands.
On the top, I think, but same difference, just another dead card for the most part.
Yep. Bounces the soldier token. And that's the point where Danny knows that he might have an out this game. Yep. Elspeth goes up to 9. Didn't we just see these 3 cards?
Maybe he wants to change it.
That's fair. Can't move. Oh yeah, I guess with top, like that makes sense, right? Like you want to keep ones on
Drawing
top.
extra tops isn't the worst.
There we go.
So we got a Tarmogoyf. Yeah, see, set it up perfectly where you can cash in his top this turn, bounce the soldier,
Play another
Tarmogoyf,
top.
play
Yeah.
top.
What a master, etc. Here comes top. It's gonna predict in response.
Yeah, that was a minor mistake where he should have played the other top before cashing it here.
It's a little awkward.
Just rushing, I think. He knows that this type of match is likely to go long, so he
Yeah.
wants to close this game out as soon as possible.
Yeah, especially this game's gotten way longer than I think it would have normally, just because Luis couldn't find a way to close.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Now Denny trying to capitalize on that slight misplay
Yeah.
by chaining some card drawing.
That shows you how skill intensive Legacy is. Like this tiny mistake can,
Yeah.
open up a huge window.
This opponent got to see five new cards.
Yeah. And Tarmogoyf lands. But Elspeth can go ultimate next turn.
Players, a couple people have been asking about the side events. We're now ready to
Not that I think you would yet, but I guess you could. Oh, swords on there.
4-player events. So if you're interested in EDH or Commander, also
There's
any win boxes,
another
standard,
chop.
extended,
You can't go ultimate, but then he just attacks Elspeth.
Yeah, it's not so good.
Nothing really happens.
Yeah, just make a token.
Yeah, but even if he makes the token, he can still cash in Jace to bounce it and then knock Elspeth down.
Right.
He's just gonna make him do it. Yeah.
So despite some poor draws by LSV and a slight misplay, it still looks like he's ahead over Danny Chan here.
Yeah, for those of you just joining us, I'm Joey Pasco here with Gavin Verhey and Jerry Thompson at the Star City Games Open Series, the Legacy portion. We're here in round 2 watching LSV play a counterbalance mirror match versus Denny Chan.
And this game's already gone pretty long. I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure how much time they've taken up, but
Yeah,
they need to start wrap this game and try and see if they can finish it, because this match goes along, or it's a blowout, one of the two.
I mean, this game was over almost from the get-go, but it took so long for Luis to find a threat, and Denny still kind of has out, so it's hard. Like, at what point do you concede to try and save time, or do you just play to try and have Elspeth get there? Like, at this point, I think he knows the writing's on the wall, so maybe you just save time.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the counterbalance top, like, swords probably isn't going anywhere, but you still have that glimmer of hope, like, well, maybe he doesn't have a 1 on top, or,
Yeah.
I mean, you have the top in play, obviously, but like, maybe he'll misplay, or maybe I can draw another swords and respond to the top trigger. Like, there are all these, there's another top. Maybe not now. Brainstorm. Luis just,
Luis has the swords.
I think he just has everything. He's got swords, force, all those fetch lands finally paid off. And now he's fighting Elspeth, so he's just going to grind out further and further.